Hello everybody, welcome to my new video. This one is going to be a bit different, a bit special. We're in a house that's currently being renovated, and I just recently read about ghosts that appear during renovation works. So the theory is that some ghosts are disturbed by the demolition and renovation works, and they can either become happy that someone is making their former homes nicer, or if they're used to their homes being the way they are, they can become sad and even angry. Now, the owners and the workers who were here, who did the demolitions, they didn't report anything unusual. There wasn't any weird sounds, apparitions. Their power tools weren't getting disconnected. The materials and tools weren't moved around the house or being hidden and stuff like that. But who knows, maybe we find something tonight. Now, let me show you the house. This is the entrance to the house. And here there were two rooms separated by a wall, but the wall was now taken down, as you can see. And if we go over here, we have the hallway. Further here there was a kitchen living room area. Then we have a smaller room and an even smaller storage room. A small hallway with steps that lead up to the attic. And the bathroom. So this is the first floor. Now we're gonna go up to the second floor. So this is the attic. It's all one space. My light doesn't even reach the other end, but in the past nobody lived up here. This was an empty attic, mainly used for storage. It's only now being renovated into living spaces. This is, I'm guessing, where the stairs are gonna go. That's the hallway below. And this is the other side of the attic. So the owners let me put up a trail camera here. I had it there for a few days and here for a few days, and I was monitoring this hole in the roof that's not yet patched up to see if any bats or rodents come through here that could interfere with the investigation. I'll show you the footage if the camera has caught anything. We'll see. Okay, let's go down now. Some of the house still has electricity, but for the actual investigation I'm going to turn everything off completely. So while I do the investigation, I set up this GoPro and a light in the living room, and it's filming these trigger objects: a candle, a brick, some wire, and the most menacing hammer I could find. And there's also an EMF meter there. And I want to see if anything moves, if the candle gets blown out, and if the EMF meter spikes. So you could say that these are trigger objects for any of the ghosts to interact with. I'll be closing the door so there's no breeze, and we'll see. I'll check the footage later when I'll be doing the analysis. One more thing that I have to mention: I won't be only leaving trigger objects in the former living room kitchen area. I also did some of the demolitions in this house, and I'm wearing a hard hat to resemble a worker to see if that triggers anything. I have to be careful. Okay. Let's do some of the investigation here and in the attic. Lepo pozdravljeni. Bom končno govoril še v slovenščini. Zakaj sem danes tukaj? Rad bi vam povedal, kaj se dogaja v tej hiši, zakaj je tako glasno, zakaj se vse prazni, zakaj ni nobenega miru. Hiša se prenavlja, določene stene se bodo podrle, da bo bolj prostorna, bolj svetla. Na novo se bo napeljalo ogrevanje, boljše, bolj moderno. In pa zgornje nadstropje, podstrešje se bo uredilo, da bo tudi primerno za bivanje. Upam, da vas to pomiri. Vas popolnoma razumem, da se je to kar naenkrat začelo dogajati. In verjamem, da ste bili zmedeni, da niste vedeli, kaj se dogaja. Ampak nič vas skrbeti, dom bo lepši, bolj prijeten, kot je bil. When I was reviewing this intro, I noticed a lot of clicking sounds coming from the camera. I think this is just the camera, the microphone itself, or the tripod, because these clicks do happen throughout the video. I also noticed them in other investigations, like the 100-year-old farmhouse investigation. In this intro, there were 6 of them. Have a listen. At this point, I decided to film the intro one more time, but just as I was getting started, something happened. Pozdravljeni. Bom končno govoril še vas. Ena senca je šla mimo, možno da je šel kdo gor po cesti. Let me just have a quick look around. I saw a shadow moving slowly across the room near ground level. The street light that you see in the window is the only source of visible light in this room. My immediate thought was that a bird flew past the streetlight, or there was somebody or an animal at the window. But you can see that nothing went in front of the streetlight, and there's nothing at the window. Unfortunately, nothing is captured on video, but the microphone does pick up 2 creaks. Now I will show the video 2 more times.
Говорю шест. Говорю шест.
Okay, let's move up to the attic. This is my favorite thing to do. Walking up steep stairs, holding a camera and looking into the dark through a small camera screen. Definitely colder up here. There's a breeze blowing through. There's a door here, which might look unusual. There are no stairs on the other side, but this door was used to store things, to transport things, because it's a bigger opening than, let's say, a window. I have to be careful where I walk so that I don't fall down, especially here. Okay, I'm good. Yeah, it's very dark up here. But you can see the whole attic. And you can hear the stream. It's really quiet. You can only hear the stream. Let's just listen for a while. If there are any ghosts here, and if they're angry, they could push me down this hole, this opening. But I don't think that's the case. At this moment, my camera picked up some interference. Let's go back down. Keep bumping into this. The candle is still burning. The EMF is not spiking. The brick and the wire are still there, and the hammer hasn't been knocked over. I did another session in this room, but absolutely nothing happened, so I'll fast forward through it. Additionally, nothing happened with the trigger objects, and the EMF meter wasn't activated, not even once.
Počasi se bom odpravil. Hvala, da ste bili z mano. Gremo. Let's go.
To summarize, the shadow and the interference are the only two anomalies that happened. The shadow is especially interesting. So far, I haven't figured out an explanation for it, except that my mind was playing tricks on me. Thank you for watching. I would love to hear your thoughts about the shadow. I'm sad that I wasn't able to capture it on camera, but maybe I'll return to this location one day. But for now, goodbye, everybody.